Why Medicina, and why might it be a good place for you? Well, I'll talk a little bit about what it is for me, and maybe you'll relate. I have a landscape company in the US that I've run for 30 years, and it's very profitable. It's a wealthy region of the United States, a wealthy county. There's lots of work, a certain amount of creativity, and it's, literally heaven as far as making and spending money is concerned. However, it is toxic for me. There's too much bureaucracy. There's not enough neighborly inclusion. I'm not stretched and challenged, and homelessness is on the rise in my county. And when I looked at how to provide a much higher quality of life at a much lower cost, I found that took me out of the United States. And I settled on Costa Rica. It's 97% run on renewable energy. It is the most biodiverse country on Earth, the most number of species. And I settled on this 50-acre or 24-hectare piece of the most beautiful land I've seen anywhere. And so this is not a project that makes money. It's a project that costs me a lot of money. It is going to require a lot of my time. But what I'm finding is that I'm less depressed in Medicina than I am in the United States. I'm more energized. I'm having a stronger rapport with neighbors. My skills are challenged. I'm forced and invited to grow as a human being, but also as someone with skills, meaning I need to learn and develop new skills. And I'm excited about creating a microculture for other human beings to blossom, to grow. I enjoy watching people grow, and I'm enjoying the way that I'm growing involved with this project. So, what's the draw? What's the attraction? Well, it's a great opportunity for an artist. It's a great opportunity to contribute something, to make a difference in other people's lives. I know that if you are involved with Medicina, it will change you. Medicina, in Spanish, the medicine, right? The medicine is the balancing element. It's the thing that removes toxicity. And, for me to have space where there was confinement, to have natural beauty where there were cities and synthetic structures, to have freedom to create rather than regulation, and to have intimacy, to have community rather than disparate people pursuing money, to pursue well-being as a direct goal rather than to pursue money in the hopes that it creates well-being. That's medicine, right? To spend more time in warm climates, to swim in this beautiful river. And we'll just take a quick look at some of the photos that I've taken. This is the little stream on the way to the river. You just saw one of the rivers. This is kind of see up view. The photos do not do it justice. I mean, this is, a magical area. Here's one of the, the areas through the 600 feet of riverfront. It's really fun to be in a place that is so perfect that as a landscape designer and installer, there's very little that I can do to improve it. And that's a magnificent sense of, of contentment. And so how to bring people into this space without ruining it is really the question and the challenge. And it's a fun one. So I want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. Intelligence is the efficiency, or intelligence can be measured by the efficiency with which energy, time, money, natural resources can be transformed into sustainable well-being. Right? An intelligent person takes very little time, very little money, very little energy, and creates sustainable well-being for themselves and for other people. And we're doing in many ways, right, the opposite of that. In the United States, for example, we consume more time, more money, more natural resources than any culture per capita in human history. And we generate 1,000 tons, 102 tons of things we call garbage in a lifetime. We consume directly and indirectly in the manufacturing and transporting process of all that we consume 90,000 gallons of gasoline per capita per lifetime. We spend millions of dollars over a lifetime. And in many cases are separate, fragmented, lack meaning, are physically, emotionally, and mentally less healthy. Right? So medicine is moving towards intelligence, lower consumption of time, money, and natural resources for a higher yield in well-being, not just for ourselves, but for others. So I'm excited to explore that with a group of 100 people with a limit, rather than trying to get bigger and bigger, having quality of life with a small group of people over time. And I hope you'll consider joining as a resident, as a as a mentee, as someone that wants to come and help and learn. That's my role, right? I'm volunteering time and money so that I can learn how to do this and do it well. But over the 30 years of study and research and business, there's a lot that I can teach you as a mentee. So whether you want to come as an intern, a volunteer to help with this work, or whether you want to come as a kind of ongoing resident or as a skilled or hardworking employee, there's very much a call for excellence, for skills, for resource, for growing at this stage of this project. And if that speaks to you, I'd love to talk more about and spend some time perhaps on the property, exploring the roles that you can play.